All right, so you're starting to get curious about bourbon made in Colorado, but where do you start? If you've gotten a little bit into bourbon, you know there's a lot of selection. And when it comes to Colorado whiskey, that's no different. So what's the best place to start? What's a good place to check out? Well, join me here as I have a list of 6 great Colorado bourbons you can check out that are great for beginners. Hi folks, my name is Jeff. I'm the Colorado Whiskey Guy, and I've spent the last 5 years exploring, talking about, and tasting through Colorado whiskey and bourbon. Now, before we begin, I have a couple rules, couple quid pro quo things, criteria that I put together for what makes up this list. Now, what I was trying to find is something that's approachable, something that is available, and under $60, and if it's grain to glass, that's even better. Approachable, obviously, if you're a new drinker, you want something that's not going to blow your face off. You want something that's going to be easy to drink, approachable. Available, especially if you're not in Colorado, something that is maybe a little bit more available, you can find all over the place. And under $60, because the best thing about starting off is you have a budget. You don't want to spend $100 for a bottle without really knowing, is it going to be good? Are you going to like it? And grain to glass, I think, is a bonus because in Colorado, there are a number of distilleries who make their bourbon grain to glass. What that means is it's not sourced. It is their own made bourbon. They take the grain, they distill it and age it in barrels and make bourbon out of it, all on their own without anybody in the middle. Now, if you're saying,
well, wait, bourbon can only be made in Kentucky.
I hate to burst your bubble, but unfortunately, it could be made anywhere in the U.S. Now, fortunately for us, Kentucky did to start off making Colorado bourbons. That's what everybody knows Kentucky for, but Colorado makes some great ones. And you can make bourbon anywhere in this great USA. So first off, let's go through. I have one that is the most available. Now, it checked off most of the boxes except for grain to glass. The most available I know of is Breckenridge. Now, this is a blend of bourbons. This is actually their port finish, but their basic bottle is actually transparent with the writing on the outside. I'll put a picture up here, but Breckenridge bourbon, it's a blend of bourbons, some of which I think is their own distillate, as well as from Kentucky, Indiana, Tennessee, and they are really great and approachable. The basic Breckenridge bourbon comes in about $40 to $45 and is a great place to start if you're getting into Colorado-made bourbon. Now, if you want something that is a little bit more on the made in Colorado side, you could check out where I started, which was actually Axe in the Oak Distillery. Axe in the Oak, made in Colorado Springs. This is actually their cask strength version, their first stake, but their Axe in the Oak Colorado Mountain Bourbon, I think, is a great one to start with. It's actually what I started with when I got curious about Colorado-made bourbons and whiskey. Axe in the Oak is made in Colorado Springs. I believe they do source some of their whiskey from outside of Colorado, but some of it is made here. They're not telling exactly how much, but I know that made in Colorado Springs, Axe in the Oak is a great place to start. Their basic Colorado Mountain Bourbon is, I believe, about 92 proof. It's a great place to start. Now, if you want 100% grain to glass, I would definitely check out 10th Mountain. Now, 10th Mountain Whiskey and Spirit Company is 100% grain to glass. This does push on that budget a little bit though. This comes in about $60, $60, $62, kind of what you're going to find this for. So it does push on that budget that I put on there, but it's very approachable. Also about 92 proof, very available. I think they currently distribute to, I think it's like 18 different states across the US, and you can find it online. They do ship, so you can check that out. And very available, very approachable, 100% grain to glass, made in Gypsum, Colorado. Full transparency, I'm a part-time rep for them. I do go out around, do tastings for them, but don't let that bother you because I do think 10th Mountain is a great bourbon to start with too. Now, if this video is being of some use to you. If you're liking it, definitely hit that like button. And if you're really wanting to know more about what's happening in Colorado, hit that subscribe button, because that's all I talk about. Colorado made bourbon and whiskey, go through reviews and lots of different things. So definitely check it out and stick around. I'll love to have you. Now, another great one is actually Fireside, made by Mile High Spirits in Denver, Colorado. So Fireside straight bourbon whiskey, their basic is 80 proof, and it comes in out of Denver, Colorado. I know that in the past they have used some of it has been sourced and then some of it from them. I do believe it's a half and half mix from what I remember. But if you really do want 100% grain to glass, definitely check out their bottled and bond or their single barrels, 100% their make. And believe me, they make delicious bourbon, so you can check them out. But really, this is a great place to start, and the most affordable one on this list, about $30, is a great affordable bourbon to start with for Colorado Bourbon. So that's a good one. Now, one that I think kind of is a outsider, comes in a little bit from left field, is Woody Creek Bourbon. Now, Woody Creek Distillers, not everybody agrees on this one, but I didn't agree on it until it actually won me over. This is 100% grain to glass, made in Basalt, Colorado, just outside of Aspen, up in the mountains, and it is entirely their distillate. It is about 4 years old, I think, for their basic bourbon. It is, this comes in at 90 proof for their basic release, and is very approachable, but is more on the darker flavors. If you're more a fan of maybe darker, a little bit more woody, oaky flavor, you might try this one. This kind of has more of those chocolate and coffee notes, which you do sometimes find in Colorado. Definitely worth a shot. This one I think comes in about $45, $50, if memory serves me right. A good one to check out. And finally, last but not least, this one I think is probably the least available. All of these are available outside of Colorado. This one I think is unfortunately only available in Colorado, but is a great one to check out if you're in Colorado, is Branch and Barrel Distillery in Centennial, Colorado. Their 5-year bourbon is a great place to start. This is their flagship. This comes in about 92 proof. 5 years old, 100% their distillate. It's a very good, approachable bourbon. I thought it was really good. I did a video about it. I'll put it in the description there. Put a link. You can check that out. But in general, it's a great thing to check out. But don't stop there, because there are a lot of bourbons and whiskeys made across Colorado, and there's a lot of other great Colorado distilleries you can check out. So stick around, hit the subscribe button, and check out other videos like this one up here. If you are a big fan of Colorado whiskey, I have a group, the Colorado Whiskey Friends. You can check out, I'll put the link in the comments and the description, and you can come on over, join us. Beginners welcome, absolutely, totally free. We're just big fans of Colorado bourbon and whiskey. In general, Colorado is a great whiskey state. Definitely one to check out, but watch out. Be careful, because you might end up going down a rabbit hole with this. Lord knows, I certainly have. But if you're a fan of Colorado whiskey, Colorado bourbon, or made in Colorado, stick around. Find out. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you later. Cheers.